So today was kind of a weird day. I went and visited one of my friends, one of my gal pals, in the hospital. She just had surgery. And it's just, like, she's fine. Everything's fine. She'll be great. It's just kind of weird seeing, someone you're very close to all medicated and half asleep in a hospital. And then I have a friend he's away. If you watch certain reality shows on VH1 or Bravo, you might know what that means. And I got to kind of see him through a video, and that was weird. It made me cry. And then my foot, I don't think it's broken. Still don't think it's broken. It's a great purpley gray color. And I'm not going to show you it because I think feet are weird and I don't like seeing other people's feet. I don't even like my own feet. I get weirded out if I have to, when I go and get like a pedicure or something. Like, I just don't like feet. And then I just saw on Facebook not too long ago that Fleet Week in New York is canceled this year because of the budget. I'm not even going to talk about how annoyed I am with our government and our elected representatives not coming together and getting their shit in order. But the fact that Fleet Week is canceled is sad to me because I've had quite a lot of fun going up to New York when I used to live back east and enjoying Fleet Week. And actually last summer I was there for a friend's wedding, and then me, my dad, and my sister and my brother-in-law went to a Mets-Phillies game at Citi Field. Is it Citi Field or City Park? Anyway, the stadium where the Mets play. And they had a whole military thing going on. They had, I think it was 3 girls dressed in like old pin-up military uniforms, and they sang like some doo-wop-y kind of songs. And I just remember I was waiting in line to get a beer for like me and my dad, and there were 2 Marines in uniform, because the stadium was full of men in uniform, and that's not a bad thing ever. And so they were in front of me in line, and they were getting like a beer each or something, and this lady came flying up behind me and like almost knocked one of the guys in uniform out of the way with her credit card, some sort of card in hand, like, went flying in front of them and was like, "I got this," to the girl taking the money, and the guys were like, no, it's fine, we got it. She's like, "No, you're serving our country. The least I can do is buy you a beer." And granted, this is in New York City, and everyone always says, "Oh, the people in New York, they're so fast-paced, they're so grumpy," but no. I've met some of the nicest, genuine people in New York City. And that lady right there just proved how great people can be anywhere. And how we have to respect our military personnel. They are not forced to do this job. And as someone who grew up as a military brat and now, works on a military base and has always been surrounded by people in the military my whole entire life, I have nothing but mad respect for everybody in our armed forces because they choose to join. They choose to make that commitment. They choose to be away from their families for, years, months on end. They choose to go and put themselves in dangerous situations. And the same thing can be said for police officers and firefighters. They know they're signing up for a dangerous job. They know this. And they make that sacrifice for the rest of us to be safe. So after reading that Fleet Week would be canceled, it just made me think of, everyone in my life that is either touched by the military, in the military, and, the great things they do for us to keep us safe at home. And so I just wanted to say thank you through the interwebs to everyone out there serving our country, no matter what. I have nothing but mad respect for everybody who makes that sacrifice, and their families, because families make that sacrifice too. I grew up, my dad wasn't always around. My dad was gone for work. And, my mom did a great job sometimes being the only parent home for a while and raising 2 kids. And there's so many families that do that don't ask for handouts. They don't ask for your sympathy. They don't ask for your pity. They don't want to make themselves the center of attention. they see that as their job. They keep the home running. They keep, something for their loved ones to come home to and know that, they have support. And so, families, I got mad respect for you too. Kids growing up in the military, I know what you're going through. I went through it too. And I wouldn't change that for anything. I love the fact that my dad was in the Air Force for 26 years and has now worked for the United States military for 40 years this June. I have nothing but pride for that. I think it's amazing, and I love the way I grew up. I lived overseas. I got to move around. I got to see so many things. I got to meet so many different people. Like, my view of the world is, I don't want to say it's better, but it's definitely a lot broader than some of the people I've met once we kind of settled here in Colorado. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of rambling, but I don't know. I had to come outside and just be outside for a minute, because when I'm thinking a lot, there's just something about being out and hearing, even sounds of cars nearby or just dogs barking. And even though it's a little chilly, I cannot wait for summer. But yeah, I'm just going to end this here, and I hope everyone had a great day. And let's all cross your fingers that my toe feels better tomorrow. Thanks.